Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Judas ASMR. Today, we have a lovely game to play. It's called Coffee Talk. It is somewhat of a visual novel, if you will. For any new people that might be checking in for the first time, I am Judas ASMR. I like to make videos with rambles about the latest nerdy things to include gaming, anime, whatever you can think of. If it's nerdy, there's a chance I may talk about it. We have a recent video that I did over the Minecraft trailer for what it was. I believe that is my nightly ramble number 3, if you're interested in that. But as I was saying, back to today's video, we're going to play a little bit of Coffee Talk. This is a game I've always been a big fan of, and I've always had a special place in my heart for this game. I've played through the first game, and I'm actually a bit of a ways through this game as well. So we're gonna just kind of jump into the middle of it and just chat. Mostly, reading the game. I am going to be reading through the lines of the game. That's going to be the main thing we're going for today. But before we start the video, I did want to mention, for any of the people that have been following me along my journey, you may realize that my mic doesn't sound horrible. That is because I've got a new mic. It's really, really exciting stuff. Yeah, enough of my blabbering. Let's get into the game a little bit, shall we? Something I really, really love about this game is that there is a lot of story, a lot of character development that goes along with all the characters. It's a really fun game. So yeah, let's get to it. Like I said, things are going to be a little bit confusing as we're jumping into the middle of it, but we'll get through it. Charles is me. I am the barista at this establishment. I hope the power hiccups didn't affect the machine too much. This is a very slow start. Here we go. Right in the nick of time. Welcome, you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Hi, Charles. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of this evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. Even if in reality, it should be good night. We find that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet, Earthchild, and both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise. Additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seem only marginally. Amanda? Yes, What is it? I think Charles tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Charles. Oh, no, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language and often don't question the actual meaning of words. Yes, at least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless uses of language can have a much more painful effect. Indeed. We see and we agree. We apologize for interrupting you, Charles. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary, even. We are keen to observe as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems to us our siblings previously visited Earth, came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphant. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory, but still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. That sounds very impressive. Oh, DGAPCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect, and his mission to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance. Still perspective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. Hehe. You're always so professional, Charles. You rarely ask direct questions. But I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? What is gossip? Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives. Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings then. Yes, that sounds right. We love gossip. What is wrong with it? Nothing at all. I would love to listen to yours, but let me at least make you a drink first. We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. Are you ready to order, Silver? I have an idea, yes. Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I? Oh, you mean the cafe? Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not just withholding information, Charles. But things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with a drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. That sounds good to me. Then, I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? Wasn't it a coffee-based drink? It was a coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yes, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink. Now, this is editor's note here. This is the main premise of this game. As you follow along and you have different interesting individuals come through your coffee shop and you learn their stories and you learn their motivations and the things they have going on in their life, they will often order drinks every time they come in. And your goal is to make them a drink that fits their needs. It is possible to get it wrong, and the game does not punish you too much for getting it wrong, but it is always fun to try your best to get them correct because you do get different dialogue options, things of that nature. So he wants something. Oh, by the way, in case you're curious, since we are hopping into the middle of this game, these two individuals are aliens. The one in the spacesuit is a newer alien on Earth, and the one in the fashionable turtleneck is a recurring character who was once new and kind of learned the ways of Earth. So he's a lot more comfortable now and created his own image. So let's see if we can't get this drink right. Yes, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink. Bitter and tart. It's very, very possible that it could just be 3 coffees. There's a base, a primary, and a secondary. And how you mix these things will give you something different. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fully prepared to get this wrong. Let's see, a bitter and tart coffee drink. It's the first thing he ever ordered. I don't remember what my boy ordered in the first game. I mean, 3 coffee is the most bitter it can get, and so I'm curious if this is correct. It could 100% be wrong though. We're gonna let it ride. It also has really cool animations for making the drink as well. An espresso. Is there something that I need to give him? A lighter. A key card. An agent's ID badge. I do believe that I'm supposed to be giving him this. What is... I got it off the agent last time he was here, aka the agent who doesn't like aliens. Wink wink. This is quite something. Thank you, Charles, truly. You can't know how much it helps, but it really does. Don't mention it. I thought, maybe you'd find a way to put it to good use. I'm sure I could figure something out. You seem to have grown quite creative over the months. I guess I have, somewhat. I'll let you know how this plays out in the end. Thank you again. Here's your drink, silver, coffee-based as you asked. It smells good. But it's not quite the drink I had in mind. Isn't it? It's alright, don't worry about it. I'll drink it anyway. Sibling, we meant to ask, how did you choose this specific earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that earthlings come in great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generation algorithm? Oh no, it wasn't random at all. Even if, at first, it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. But there was already some things that I could relate to. Some things that felt familiar. Like Hyde's eyes, I always see beyond the surface. Or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed these traits from them without even realizing. You took inspiration from them? Yes, our species seems to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. People stop me all the time to ask me for medical advice. I can see how that would be problematic. Yes, but then I found this fictional universe, one where all the stories take place in the stars. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. And at some point, it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror, and it felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So although I look different now from when we first met, and although I have learned the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, in many ways, I still feel the same. Different, but same. Yes, different, but same. It makes sense to us. It really does. So, I think that is a good place to stop. I wanted to give a little taste of this game because I thought it would be great for the ASMR world. Being spoken word, the really chill and relaxing music in the background. If you guys are curious and me playing more of this game on the channel, feel free to leave a comment and I'm more than happy to. If you're super interested, I wouldn't mind starting from the beginning. Starting from the beginning of this game, or even going all the way back to the first game for people who think it's cool and would like to learn about some of these characters. This is only one pair of characters, but there are maybe 8 or 9 different characters, and they all have really interesting and super cool backgrounds and storylines and things they're going through. I think it's all very, very cool, and I think it's perfect for just chilling and talking. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the new mic. I hope you guys enjoyed the game, and thank you as always for checking in with Judas ASMR.